Welcome to DPTV, brought to you by Device Pit Stop, located in Anchorage Midtown. Come see us today for your electronic needs.
Hey guys, this is Kevin with Device Pit Stop. This week's tech tip, we're going to talk about how to keep your child safe on the internet. We're going to talk about all the different operating systems. We're going to talk about Windows, Mac operating system, iOS, and Android. All of them have at least a little bit of built-in security features for your child. Obviously, there's considerations involving how much screen time your child should have. I think the general consensus is 1 or 2 hours at the most. Also considerations about what they're doing with that screen time. Being busy parents that we are, we usually don't have time to supervise every moment that your children are on computers. So thankfully, there's relatively user-friendly security features you can institute. So in a nutshell, it gives parents the ability to allow, these features give parents the ability to allow or deny access to certain websites or applications. So Windows 10, for example, probably the least user-friendly out of the whole bunch of operating systems we're going to talk about. But with Windows 10, you can set up a child account. With the child account, you're able to set up the appropriate websites, apps, and game restrictions for their age. You can set screen time limits and also review recent activity. To do this, you go to your settings, you go to the accounts menu, family or other people. At some point, you have the option to add a family member and then add a child. The only kind of funky thing about it is you need to set up a Microsoft account for that person, which would require that you have an email address so you can send an invite. So you kind of got to jump through a couple hoops there. But on the Microsoft website, if you're logged in, you can change the account settings for that child and view the activity and whatnot. As far as Macintosh, OS X, it's pretty simple. You go to your system preferences. There is an option for parental controls. You can unlock that. You can add a child user there, and you can also give permissions for specific apps and websites. And the same kind of goes with Apple mobile devices and running iOS. There is an option in the settings called restricted mode, where you can very easily toggle that on or off, and you can also allow and deny access to certain apps. And with Android, lastly, a lot of the Android Galaxy tablet devices have an app pre-installed called Kids Mode. And with Kids Mode, you can basically do the same thing. You can give them access to the camera, you can give them access to some of the photographs. Obviously, some of the apps that are installed on your operating system currently, you can give them access to, and there's also some kind of cool drawing games and everything in that Kids Mode app. And if you don't have the Kids Mode app on your device currently, you can download it from the Galaxy App Store. So that's it. And then the other thing I wanted to cover was YouTube, because YouTube also has a security feature called restricted mode. If your kid watches a lot of YouTube videos, they can potentially be exposed to some pretty explicit material. So in the options on YouTube, there is a option for what they call restricted mode also. And what restricted mode does is deny the viewer access to anything that could be flagged as potentially inappropriate for children. There's also a YouTube Kids app that only allows the viewer access to age-appropriate things. The internet can expose your kid to danger, so keeping your children informed about the dangers of the internet is going to go a long way. But to help you along, we have built-in security features in most operating systems that can help protect you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching DPTV. If you have any questions or comments about what you would like to see in future shows, contact us at the information below. Until next time, happy technology.